Welcome into Extra Time. As promised, Frank is back. I promise no more controversial calls to separate the panel here. Stevie's gone soft anyways. I'm a little surprised, I must say.
Oh, come on.
All right, let's move on then. First question, is Erling Haaland already the best striker the Premier League has ever seen?
Come down. Seriously.
Oh my God. Next question.
Come on.
We have a list of 20 players we can compete with, you know, come on.
All right, straightforward. That was your answer right there.
Come on.
A resounding no.
Jan Rush, Peter Osgood, and to name a few, what can I say?
Thierry Henry, Alan Shearer, the list goes on.
Thierry Henry, Jan Wright. Come
Dennis
on.
Law.
What is his name? The name of Manchester United, is that Bulgarian player? Play for Tottenham and Manchester United.
Teddy Sheringham.
Dimitar Berbatov.
No. Berbatov. Come on, Berbatov. Oh my God.
Ruud van Nistelrooy. Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
Have we gotten to 20
Robbie
yet?
Fowler.
Yeah.
Have we got to 20 yet?
Didier Drogba.
Oh, yeah. There's your answer.
Robbie Fowler.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Sorry, still some time for Erling to go. Next question then. Start, bench, drop these Infantino-era changes to football.
Can we drop all of them?
The Club World Cup, I already know which one Craig's dropping first. Expanding the World Cup to 48 nations or raising World Cup ticket prices by up to 1,100%.
Wow.
So what's being
Well,
dropped?
I go because I think.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because
Well,
I think about the
I-
fans, you know, raising World Cup ticket
Yeah.
price, it's outrageous
Yeah.
for me. And after the Club World Cup is not a good thing, and expanding the World Cup is not also a good thing. So I don't know. I don't really know, but I go for raising, start, expanding, bench. And the Club World Cup, hopefully, it won't exist anymore. Hopefully, I don't know.
In terms of the
So,
worst,
drop.
in terms of the worst, I agree. I think I'd go for raising the prices and fleecing the fans is a scandal, an absolute scandal. And I know FIFA have to make money to pay all the whatever it is around the world, but this is it's just getting too much. It's just a scandal. And as much as I hate the Club World Cup, you can ignore it. But you can't ignore a World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, and to expand, so fleecing the fans, fleecing people for money and cash at a time when it's not easy for a lot of people is a disgrace. Diluting the premier competition in world football, diluting it by more teams is not good. And as bad as the Club World Cup is, we could all put a blindfold on and ignore it. Or you could turn up and play your reserves if you wanted. So that, unfortunately for me, is going to be the third one.
Expanding to 48 ties in with the raising of the prices. Because it means more games, more money.
More games, more money.
It's the same reason behind the first one. So they're as bad as each other.
And where does the Club World Cup stand for you?
It's a waste. It's just ridiculous.
I think Chelsea have 10 injuries at the moment, Real Madrid. Man City starting to get injuries. Rodri, who's had his struggles. PSG had 5 of their stars out when they played and beat Barcelona. 4 were out, and João Neves went out just before the game. Is there any coincidence that a lot of these teams and these guys played and had very little rest in the summer?
Next question for Stevie. Stevie, if asked, would you have coached Scotland?
If I was desperate for a job, yeah.
Is that not a headache you want?
If I was desperate for a job, yeah.
What if we gave you a sabbatical to go and do it? Considering the World Cup's been, extended, expanded.
No.
The Rangers job's up for grabs. Russell Martin, 123 days. Got absolutely battered from pillar to post.
No.
No.
I mean, the Scotland, you can't win. I mean, Stevie Clarke has done the most incredible job, right?
Yeah.
But now, he's getting pelters. If he turns and looks the wrong way, he's getting stick for it. I mean, honestly, you can't win, so no. If I was desperate, yeah. But good common sense would say, no thank you.
He's happy sitting here with us
Yes.
6 days a week, if not more sometimes.
I'm not
All
doing
right.
overtime.
You're not doing overtime?
No.
No.
6 days, no chance.
You just do the extra day for fun.
No,
Because you enjoy our company.
No, I don't. On both.
Learned something new today. Next question then. For the panel, is there a player in world football as versatile as Reece James? We have seen him play right back, left back, right centre back, central centre back, all those right now, for Chelsea, and played very well in every position. Also, who was the most versatile player you all would have played with?
Well, I think Reece James has had, thankfully for him, he seems to be over all those injury niggles that he continually seemed to have. So he's looking quite strong at the moment. Off the top of my head, I don't know who else is you would say is versatile. Is playing the game at the moment. Maybe somebody else would come up with that. Who did I play with that was versatile?
Dan Petrescu, maybe?
I think versatility can be a problem sometimes. Because did you not go from a few positions? I played centre back for Scotland, which I wasn't. I played right wing back for Scotland, which I wasn't. I played central midfield, which was my position. And I think when you're versatile, or you seem to be versatile, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is a good thing. Other times it's not, because you're the guy that gets moved around to fill.
We had a question similar to this last week, or 2 weeks ago, when me and Ali were on. And the answer I gave was, I always knew that if everybody was fit, I was still going to be in the starting 11.
Yeah.
And so I was able to go and play in all different kinds of positions and do it calmly and be composed about it, because I knew that if it didn't quite work out, I was always going to play.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say about today is the fact that everybody has such big squads. It's kind of a shock that Reece James has ended up having to play 3 different positions. Because when you've got a squad of how many? 34 or something stupid. So I think there's very little opportunity for somebody to be a bona fide guy who will play anywhere on the field, certainly with the best team. So that's probably why we
Well,
can't
actually,
think of
I tell you one guy that, and I think probably Frank will agree, having been in this same. One of the most versatile people I ever saw was our former colleague and former manager, Ruud Gullit. But you could he was a striker in Italy. He was a centre half. He was a sweeper. You could put him in central midfield because he was a beast.
Yeah.
6'4", fast, strong, skillful. Could go anywhere and did. So yeah, I mean, he was, thinking about that now. He played in every part of the pitch, and he was as good at the back as he was up front.
I think Frank's mate Desai was a bit the same, Frank.
Well, Desai, he never played at front. He was a beast playing for Milan midfielder.
Yeah, defensively in midfield.
But yeah, he played midfield. But I was naming also Dan Petrescu, who played midfielder, right back, right wing as well. And you had Emmanuel Petit started his career as a left back, then centre back, then he moved to as a midfielder. And that's the guy I would love to play with. I played with the national team with him, but club-wise, what a player. But it's true, I agree with Craig. Ruud has been throughout his career absolutely versatile and fantastic everywhere. That's pretty hard.
The only trouble was with Ruud when he first came, before Frank was there, the year before Frank was there, Glenn Hoddle and Peter Shreves, who was the coach, who Stevie worked with at Sheffield Wednesday, he's one of football's great characters. Ruud was playing up front, and that was fine because he would stay up front. But then they switched him to play sweeper. I had this idea he was going to play sweeper. But Ruud would still find himself going up front from the sweeper role. And it would, let's just say he had a bit of the, he needed a taxi to get back. And Peter Shreves was shouting on to me to tell Ruud to get back. And I turned to Peter, and I'll miss out the profanities. I just basically said, tell him yourself. Nobody wanted to tell him because he was World Footballer of the Year.
Yeah.
So that became a problem because he was we were playing this 3 at the back, and Rudd was the sweeper, but he ended up front more often than he was at the back. So in the end, Glenn scrapped it and said, "Tell you what, just go and stand up there, make yourself a nuisance."
All right, next question. Why do sacked Premier League managers get another job in the Premier League so quickly? If you get sacked in the real world, it usually means you're just not good at your job.
Well,
It's so similar to Andrew, what we were talking about.
I think a lot of people...
That's a very good question.
Yeah, they call it retreads, don't they? A lot of retreads, just the same people. And that's part of the problem, that sometimes there's not deemed to be enough quality coaches out there, which I think is wrong.
The same names over and over.
I don't think...
So is Mourinho.
It seems to me that Forest did not throw their hat very wide.
Yeah.
No.
You know, they just, you know, Postecoglou, Greek heritage, you know, Marinakis, you know, from Greek, kind of in the news from Tottenham, won a trophy, give him the job. That's
If you get an owner who thinks, I mean, how difficult is this job? If you get one of them, then
You'll get
that's
anybody.
why you end up getting coaches slung in and out, left, right, and centre, because they don't think it's that difficult, and it should be easy enough. I think that's part of the problem.
I remember an old manager, I won't mention his name, I was talking to him and he said he went for a job, it was in the Championship I think, and he got the job and the owner, stroke chairman, said to him, "Oh, and by the way, I also have my coaching badges." And at this point, the manager and my mate who was his coach looked at each other and said, "We're doomed." We're doomed because he thinks he knows more than us.
Yeah.
He's hiring us, but he's already told us that he's done his coaching badges, even though he's probably never played the game. So straight away he's thinking, I know more than them. And that is a bad position to be in.
All right, next question now. For everyone, with Busquets and Jordi Alba retiring, Jordi Alba announcing today that he'll be retiring at the end of this MLS season, have you ever played with an older player whom the whole team felt should hang it up, but they refused to do so or hung on too late? How did the team treat that player, if so? Name them.
No, I don't think so.
Frank?
No, I try to find, no, never happened to me. So no bad experience like that.
What if you were the older player hanging on and everyone was telling you, come on, pack it in?
I think some of my Scotland teammates, when I made my last appearance against Austria at Hampden, I think if you'd asked them, 'cause even this is the one when my dad told me to retire.
Oh.
It was my 46 and last cap, and I knew I was over. So I'm kind of wondering.
You didn't want to push for 50?
No, 50 got you in. Stevie and I have talked about this. 50 got you in the Scotland Hall of Fame. I had no interest. If I got 50, I got 50. But I shouldn't. Why would I hang on?
I got 50.
Why would I hang on?
Just 50.
Yeah. Why would I hang on for another 4 or 5?
To be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I wasn't. But putting yourself through that when you'd played at a much higher level, it's just not. It wasn't for me. No. To join up with a squad and get on for 10 minutes. Because I was lucky, probably like him and others. Whenever I went to Scotland, apart from my first 4 or 5 caps, whenever I went away with the squad, I knew I was playing. I knew I was playing every game. And when it got near the end, it was so bad. I didn't even know if I was going to be in the squad.
I used to think that about Totti. I think Totti was 40 when he stopped.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're a Roma fan and you want to look through your Roma glasses, for somebody like him to come on for 10 minutes, as a fan maybe, they think it's great. But for me, sitting watching it, I'm like, no, don't. The bit of watching it was like, you watch somebody like Muhammad Ali getting knocked around the ring.
Oh, but that's different.
There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than watching somebody who was so good be so bad.
But that's different because.
And I suppose
but it's not different for a football player to sit and watch another football player and to be so fantastic and at the top of the tree, at his best, one of the best players on the football planet.
And then see them struggling.
To come on for
run.
10 minutes, just not from a football point of view. It's just not nice to watch. It's not nice to watch.
And on this question, getting away from the older player, there's another one that sort of came to mind. I know we're sort of waffling on now. But that situation, I felt that watching Eden Hazard at Real Madrid, was that...
Don't.
And this was, we're not talking about somebody at 34, 35, we're still talking...
Okay. Well, we know who Muhammad Ali's biggest fan is. Bring him a little closer to the middle.
Don't talk about Muhammad Ali. Don't talk about Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
You're not allowed to, man.
Cassius Clay.
You're not allowed to. Oh my God. Just to mention that, Craig, you play against Brazil the first game of the World Cup.
Yeah.
Our tactic for the last game of the World Cup is to put the pressure on Dunga. Dunga was the captain of Brazil, was almost at the end of his career. And we put everything on him because we knew that he couldn't hold the game like he used to and wasn't the player that he used to be. And we used that, and it worked.
Well, you're a Man United fan, right?
Our tactic was our tactic, Frank, was not to get battered.
Are you going to bring up Cristiano Ronaldo?
No.
Portugal?
No.
Oh, okay.
Casemiro.
Oh, yeah.
Casemiro was absolutely fantastic for Brazil, for Real Madrid. And now, is that enjoyable to watch?
No.
No.
No. No. No,
True.
it's not.
True. But never talk about Muhammad Ali.
I love that, Frank. I
Never.
love that. Oh, man, if only the big man were still
How
here,
much you
maybe
pay
we'd
for
arrange
that?
a meeting. Is that an authentic
must have-
signature?
he
Did
must
he
have-
hand deliver that to you, Frank?
He must have had too much wine or champagne and ended up
Oh,
buying
no.
that.
You know, I got it in, as you say, I done it in, oh, come on, when you bet.
Auction.
You bet
An
and you have a
auction.
silent auction. A silent Chelsea auction. I bought
Chelsea
it.
auction, wow.
Oh, because, oh my God, with the signature of the legend. I don't know if you see. Hold on a second. You're
Yeah.
gonna see it. With the signature, I mean, that was insane, and I bought it. Thank you very much.
Oh, I shouldn't ask how much.
I bet Muhammad Ali, when he was still alive, he also bought at the auction Frank
Leboeuf.
winning the World Cup.
Did Frank win a World Cup?
Yeah, sure.
World Cup.
All
sure,
right, well,
sure.
final question, which is in Frank's corner. Frank, start, bench, drop, or sell these French cities for a non-French person to visit. Bordeaux, Lyon, Marseille, or Strasbourg?
Oh, to
What's-
not visit
what's
or to visit.
the
Oh,
worst-
for
visit.
non-French people. Oh
For
my
a
God.
non-French person to visit.
So-
What's the best?
First one, Strasbourg, for sure. Fantastic, small, not a big city. Fantastic.
Really?
You have so many things to do.
Yeah, but that's not the
wine
worst.
is good as well. No, the worst. From start.
He'll start
city for
Strasbourg.
No. The best. Start with the best. So
All
I
right.
start
Yes,
with
yeah.
Strasbourg.
Okay.
I start with Strasbourg because it's a beautiful city. Then Bordeaux for, yes, the wine, but also the city is beautiful, full of history. Then I will go to Lyon because Lyon you have two big rivers, the Saône and the Rhône, and the city is very nice and the food is great. And then I'm sorry, Marseille is not that great. It's pretty dangerous. So I wouldn't advise to go to Marseille if you don't know anything or anybody.
What about St Etienne?
Oh,
Oh, that's the worst. And
we've
it's
learned.
a great club. It's a great stadium,
I know
but
that.
the city,
Oh,
it's not.
it's an industrial town, isn't it? I played there twice. It's horrible. Got bad memories.
Yes, it is. It
I've
is.
been to
That's
Bordeaux.
where I got sent off, Stevie. The World Cup.
Bordeaux's great.
But it's not. It isn't a.
No.
No,
it.
it's not a.
It's a
let's go
I
visit
think St
city.
Etienne's an industrial town city. Well, I think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
All right, well, that's it for Extra Time. We're all going to start planning trips to Bordeaux now. Because did you know it's cheaper than Paris, but you could
Bye-bye.
still get the vibe. Oh, Muhammad Ali. If only we could get him on the show.
You don't want to do much to do with Paris these days either, by the way.
That's what I said, if only we could.
A bit difficult.
We could do a seance. Seance? No?
Sail.
Okay, no seances for the show.
Listen,
But Craig and
couldn't
Shaq
save
are back
Sabozlai
tomorrow.
today, isn't it?
I know, I'm letting Stevie get to
Hang about for a
me.
few more years. I
can still say
I could be
Kirkes.
appearing in your seance.
Stop it. God, that's grim.